Hello, is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, everybody. Today,
Good morning,
we
sir.
are
Good morning, sir.
good morning, all.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Yes.
Good morning, sir.
Okay, good morning, all. Good morning. Sociology of Education. We started our unit number one, and today we are going to study 1.3. This is our subunit. We completed almost two subunits earlier. Now this is third in the first unit. School as a social system and agency of education. School as a social system and agency of education. This is our today's lecture point. Yes, what is meant by social system? We studied in the earlier lecture what is meant by society, what is meant by sociology, what is meant by sociology of education, what is meant by educational sociology, relationship between society, sociology, and education. And this is our third point, school as a social system. In the earlier lecture, I told you that school is the replica of society we call, means social representation we find in the school. So social system is there and school is a social system. First of all, you know the word social. It is related to sociology. It is related to society. Social, it is adjective here. And system. Dear learner, can you tell me what is meant by system? Can you give an example of system? Any system you can give example. We will discuss. Yes. Yes, Amisha, you give example of system. You know system.
Collection of organized things.
Okay, but example, that is the meaning. Very nice, very nice. Example of system. Is education a system? Education is a system? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Education is a system. Your body is a system.
Yes, sir.
Your body, yes. Family, family is a system. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so system, as Amisha told us, it requires organized pattern. Okay, interdependent relationships, structural form. It requires in system. Our body is a system. We say human body system. In human body system, our each organ, okay, each organs they are interdependent. Understand? Our eyes, when we see something, our hands we raise. We see something, suppose signal, red signal is there, our eyes see, we stop there. Our leg we stop, our foot we stop there. Okay, our body is a system and each organ of body it is interdependent. Structural pattern is there. So society is a structure, society is a web of structure and social system is there. Just like school is a social system, in school there are relations, there are interactions, there is a structure, there is a hierarchy. So we have to study school as a social system. First of all, we must understand what is meant by social system. Then we can understand school as a social system. Yes, Nima, you read the slide for the class, please.
Social system. System is a concept.
its function according to order or pattern. It is an orderly arrangement, pattern relationship amongst part of structure based on functional relations. It binds the part into unity, a system, natural, solar system, organized system, social system.
Okay, these two are examples. Very nice, Nima. Thank you. You read for the class. So, after reading these key points, you can understand what is meant by social system. Social system requires order or pattern. In social system, for example, family is a social system. In family, there is order, head of the family. Okay, then uh, daughter, son, okay, husband, wife. There is a pattern, order of ranking in so in family, in society also, in broader society we see upper class or high class people social strata, middle class social strata, lower class social strata. Okay, there is a social system, patterning is there, function of order are there. It is an orderly arrangement. For example, in school, headmaster is the head of the school, and learners are the stakeholder or the member of the school. Teachers are there, clerical staff is there, class teachers are there, subject teachers are there, class representatives are there. You imagine this is orderly management, orderly arrangement in school social system. Patterned relationship among parts of structure. This is very important. Suppose school is a social system. So relationship between teacher and teacher, relationship between headmaster and teacher, relationship between student and learner, student and another student, student and teacher. You understand? This is it happens in the school social systems based on functional relations. This is very important. In any system, functional relations are very, very important. In family, okay, head of the family, he has certain functions to fulfill the responsibility of the family members. Other members of the family, they should listen to the head of the family. They should demand something to the head of the family. So there is a relationship among the structure. Relations, they maintain relations. It binds the part into unity. This is very important. All the family members, they are united as a family. Okay, we are family. So family, they have unity. They have unity in the family. Just like school system, in school also, we have unity in the school. A system, these are the two examples. Solar system, in solar system, Earth, there is a head of the family in solar system we can call. Sun is the head. Okay, other planets are the member of the solar system, and their relationship is there. The influences are there. Unity is there. Organized system, social system. In our Indian society, we say India. We are Indians. In Indian social system, we are different in a religious, uh, culturally, religiously, geographically, caste, class. All these are the systemic parts of Indian society. So, dear learner, I hope you understood well what is meant by social system, the concept of social system. Then we will move towards what is meant by school as a social system. Yes, you read this image, very nice image. You can understand. Then diction is there. Diction, madam, you read this image for the class, please. Diction Bhutia is there.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Yes. You are not audible. Hello.
Sir,
Ah.
nested system with social system.
Ah.
There are three
Ah. Very nice.
social system. Number one is individual, number two is group, and number three is system.
Very nice. You can now, with the help of this image, you can understand what is meant by individual human being. Suppose you are individual human being. I am individual human being. But we are the part of our group. You are the part of EMA Education first year students group. Understand? Understand diction. You
Yes,
understand?
sir.
You are the part of MA Education first year group. You are individual human being, but you are the part of group of MA Education. And we have a university education system. Understand? Third is a larger than group. You are the part of university education system now because you are the part of education department. In education department, head of the department is there. Associate professors, assistant professors are there, guest faculties are there, other students are there, other classes, other semester students are there. So you are the part of the system also, higher education system, university education system. I hope you have understood well. You are individual, you are the class group member, and you are the system of university education system. You are the member of university education system. So the concept of individual, the concept of group, the concept of system you understood. Now we have to understand what is meant by school as a social system. Yes, Diksha is there, Diksha Pradhan. Please, ma'am, you read for the class this slide.
Yes, sir. The term school and its equivalent in all European languages has its origin in the Greek word meaning leisure or recreation. In pre-industrial societies, schooling was available only to a handful of people who had the time and the money available to pursue it. Religious leaders or priests were most of the time the only literate groups using their knowledge to read and interpret scattered, scared text. Another reason why so few were able to read was that all text had to be laboriously copied by hand and so were in short supply and expensive. Printing, an invention which came to Europe from China, changed the situation.
Okay, very nice, Diksha, madam. Thank you. Uh, I hope this is introduction of our today's lecture. And school, the word originates in Greek language. And what's the meaning of this school? It's a leisure or recreation time. Okay, so in the nursery classes, little kids they go to school, they go to nursery schools, they dance, they play, sings rhymes, they play in the garden, they enjoy it, and through recreation, through enjoyment, they learn something, how to behave well, how to read some basic alphabets, numbers, how to cut nails, how to wash hands. Okay, through recreation, through enjoyment in the school, little kids learns. Okay, this is the Greek concept. But in the ancient times, education system was there, but very less people they are the part of this learning education systems. because education is not for the masses, common people. Education for very rich or some priest type people or some religious leaders. They read, they write, they get educated. Why? To preach a religious sacred books or sacred texts. For example, Bible, Gita, Quran, Tripitaka, all these types of uh, holy or religious books, priests or these monks, they only study at the time of ancient time. There was no public education system in the ancient time, and it gradually started uh, public education system when China invented printing technology, and in the ancient time, China has greatly contributed to the world printing and invention. So common people couldn't afford books at the ancient time because printing was very costly. And after printing technology, common man, common people, they can also afford books. So education system started in Europe, but printing and invention, okay, the Chinese people invented, and books, printings, these two things changed the whole civilization of the world. Education system gradually started in Europe, uh, a formal education system. Yes, Junaid, you read for the class this slide for the class, please.
School as a social system. School may be described as a system of positions and roles. A system is an entity consisting of parts which are interrelated and interdependent, whereby a change in one part would bring about a relative change in other parts, or the parts are so structurally related to each other that a change in one parts affect the others. From a functionalist perspective, school may be seen as a system, that is, as a set of interconnected parts which together form a whole. In particular, they are understood with reference to the contribution they make to the system as a whole. A system is thus any structured or patterned relationship between any number of elements where this system forms a whole or unity. So, a school as a system would consist of patterned relationship between its various positions having a part-whole relationship.
Yes, very nice. Can you explain in your own words to the class, Junaid, what is meant by school as a social system? Yes.
Sorry, sir.
Can you explain in your own words what is meant by school as a social system?
Sir, school is an special environment where we can. Uh, School is a special environment of learning and teaching process.
Okay, very nice. Thank you. Thank you, Junaid. I want to tell you, dear learner, I experimented here one law of psychology, educational psychology, that is the law of readiness. What is law of readiness? Who has given to us law of readiness? Can you tell me whi- who gave us this law of readiness in educational psychology? Yes, madam.
Thunreich.
Very nice. Correct answer. What is your good name?
Yes, sir.
What is your name?
Shanit.
Shanit, ma'am. Very nice. Your educational psychology is very good. In law of readiness, what happens? Suppose the learner is ready to learn. Okay, he can learn very fast. Suppose the learner is not ready to learn, he cannot learn. Earlier, two, three sub points we completed. I only asked learners or students to read the slide and then I will explain. But now, first time I asked Junaid, yes, you read this slide. He has read the slide. And after that, I asked, explain to the class. So he was not ready to explain. Suppose I asked earlier him, Junaid, you read this slide, and after reading what you understand, you can explain to the class. So then he will be ready. So law of readiness suggests if you are ready to do something, you can learn very fast. Suppose next time I will ask him, Junaid, you read the slides and explain to the class. So he will be ready and he can explain. Understand? But here I just checked you, and the law is very, very universal. You understand what happens? The law said, and it is proved here, the law is universal. Thou sound like died very long ago, but that law is universal and it is true. We proved in the class now. But we have to understand here school as a social system. We studied social system. We know school. We studied in the school. We enjoyed school as a social system. So in the system, I told you a very simple example. Your body is a system, and each organ is the part, and the parts are interrelated, interdependent, and the whole body work as a whole. Here also, school is a social system, and school work as a whole. There are patterned relationships. There are different positions, and they are working together as a whole. We cannot say school principal is a school. We cannot say school class teacher is a school. We cannot say students in the school uh, are system, uh, are system. Only one part of that system we cannot say uh, social system or as a whole, because each member of the school system plays different role, and they are interrelated. Their positions are different, but they are working as a whole. What is the role of principal in the school? He wants to lead the school. He wants to manage the school. He wants to uh, he wants to motivate the teachers and learners to do something better. He wants to create name of his school. He is the manager of the school. He is the discipline maintenance in the school. What is the role of the teacher? Teacher always guides his learners, students. He should be command over his subject. He should teach. He should guide enthusiastically. He should each and every minute he should use to develop the learners. He should contribute to the school. Learner's role, what is the learner's role? Learners should learn by heart. They should actively participate in schools, each and every program, each and every activity. So their role is to get, to learn, to acquire, to participate, to engage in the whole education system. So we cannot say one part as a system, but all parts are interdependent and they work as a whole. This is very important. They work as a whole. They are the partners in the learning education system. Okay, this is, you can see, this is Singapore. Uh, in Asian countries, nowadays, Singapore's education system is the topmost education system in the world. Also, European countries, they are also learning from this education system. Very nice education system developed in our Asia. Singapore education system. So here you can observe teacher is in the class. You imagine there are round tables and there are four students groups. You imagine, and all learners are 100% they are engaged, and teacher has given them tasks. Okay, they are interdependent. Groups are there, and these groups are the part of the class, and this class is the part of the school education system. They are discussing, they are learning something new. So you can understand, school in school, individual learner is there. In school, school groups are there, peer groups are there, class groups are there, or school as an individual, school as a social system. We can understand. Yes, there is one another slide for you. Amisha, you read for the class, please, and explain to the class.
Social structure and functioning of the school. School constitutes a socialization system of great importance. It has the formal responsibility of imparting knowledge in those disciplines which are most central to adult functioning in the society. As Talcott Parsons says, the elementary school is the primary social environment in the latency phase of child development, and the secondary school serves in this capacity during the adolescence phase.
Yes, you can explain to the class what is meant by social structure and functioning of the school. Yes, Amisha. Amisha is there.
Yes, sir.
As okay, you can tell what you have understood. It is very simple. Everything is in front of you. Huh? Okay, what is meant by social structure and functioning of the school? In school, we studied school as a social system, and in the social system, social structure is there. Understand? And what is the role of the social structure? Socialization system of great importance in schools. What we do in school, or what is the role of school? Socialization. Socialization is the key role or key function of school. Means we produce future generation citizens, how they should behave in the society, how they should live harmoniously in the society. Okay, in school, socialization process happens. In family, socialization process happens. So, in this socialization process, what is the role of school here? To deliver knowledge to the learners. Okay, to deliver knowledge to the next generation learners. This is the prime role of school. Teachers impart knowledge. Teacher gives skills. Teacher uh, teaches you how to behave, how to follow the rules, disciplines in the schools. So in the school, everything. Okay, we say schools are the factories to create future generations. In schools, raw material is school learners, and teachers and the headmasters of the school. They are the processor, and machinery is there. Social system, the working machinery is there, and they process on this raw material. And after that, after school completion, the processed products are the students. Okay, learned students, qualified students. They are the members of educated, civilized society. So these are the prime roles of school education system. And in India, we have uh, different types of levels of educations or systems of school education. Primary education system is there, but now in 2020's policy, we have started from pre-primary education system, pre-primary school education system, then primary school education system, then elementary school education system, then secondary school education system, and then higher education system like this. So, yes, uh, who will read next one? Read and yes, just Mini is there. Mini madam, you read for the class and explain the slide as you understand.
Elementary school. In the elementary school, pupils of similar age are brought together under one teacher, usually a female. Usually, in an elementary school, one teacher works with the same group of children for the entire school year. At the elementary grade level, there are several classrooms in the most schools at the same grade level with multiple teachers, as opposed to a single teacher in the same class. Generally, the elementary school is staffed nowadays by female, but an increasing proportion of elementary school principals are still men.
Morning. Yes, very nice. Thank you, Mini madam. You read. Can you explain these slides for the class as you have understood?
Uh, in the elementary.
What is meant by elementary school and what is the status of elementary school? Please tell us.
Elementary school is uh, can I explain in Hindi, sir?
No, no. Hindi. Okay, I permit, but the examination you have to write down only in English because.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Hindi. You can speak. No problem.
The elementary school principals.
Yes.
Uh, uh, elementary school principals. Sir, elementary school जो how can I explain?
एलिमेंट्री जो स्कूल है वो क्या होता है, उसमें कौन पढ़ाता है ज्यादा से ज्यादा? आप बताओ क्लास को।
सर एलिमेंट्री स्कूल में जो टीचर होता है फीमेल टीचर ना
हाँ
फीमेल टीचर होता है
हाँ।
यूजुअली एलिमेंट्री स्कूल में एक ही टीचर करता है सेम ग्रुप में
हम्म,
अच्छा बच्चे लोग के
हाँ,
वो करने के लिए
हम्म,
उसके बाद उस लोग का एलिमेंट्री बोलने से आता है सर नर्सरी
हाँ
यूकेजी एलकेजी
हाँ।
तो
ओके
उस लोग में
ओके। अंडरस्टूड। थैंक यू मिनी मैडम। इन एलिमेंट्री स्कूल, as you told, mostly in India we have female teachers. We find female teachers in elementary schools, and males are mostly they are principals or adults in the elementary level schools. What is meant by elementary level school or elementary school system? In the elementary school system, from class 6 earlier, okay, 2020 policy before, we have elementary school system. Class 6 to 8, we can call this class as elementary school classes up to 8th standard. And after primary education, first to fifth, these 5 classes are earlier uh, primary school system, and now 6 to 8 elementary school system. In this elementary school system, mostly female teachers we find in India, and generally this elementary school is staffed nowadays by females, but increasing proportion of elementary school principals are still men. Means principals, men are mostly in the principal post in this elementary level schools. Okay, this is one secondary level school. After this elementary, we have secondary level school. In secondary level school system, secondary schools are structurally very different from elementary schools. Each child participates in a number of classes and must attempt to adjust to a number of teachers of both sexes as well as to much larger number of students. The student is given the opportunity to participate in a wider and more complex network of social relationships. He or she is supposed to be taught skills and given knowledge that will allow him or her to function successfully in the several positions that he she will occupy as an adult in the society. Okay, school as a social system, and there is primary social system, primary school system is there, second elementary school system is there, and secondary school system is there. In secondary level school systems, mostly classes 9, 10, and senior secondary we call 11th and 12th. These 4 classes come under the secondary school system. And in the secondary school system, your subjects are wider. Your subjects are uh, varied subjects, and teachers they are experts in their subjects. For example, some new subjects introduced at the secondary level. For example, economics, uh, political science, ICT, information communication technology. These new 2, 3 subjects, uh, they are the part of secondary education system nowadays. And teachers, male and female, they both are the teachers in the secondary school system we find in India. And what is the role of the learner? The learner has to learn different social skills. Okay, they should acquaint with different knowledge disciplines. They should participate in cultural, co-cultural activities. Sports are there. Means they should get proper skills to be the part of, they should become part of the society to occupy different professions at the secondary and senior secondary level. Occasional type of skills, occasional courses we introduce at the senior secondary level. So these adults, adolescents, not adults, secondary and senior secondary students, we know as adolescent, and this adolescent we have to prepare for future occupations, different professions. So their subjects, their knowledge, or their skills we have to improve at the secondary and senior secondary level. Yes, Amisha madam, you read this slide for the class, please.
Point D. Indian system. Ancient school system. Medieval school system. British Raj school system. After independence, school system. Modern school system.
Okay, very nice, thank you. We are studying school as a social system, and dear learner, in India, this formal education system started in the ancient time, and we have ancient school system. In the ancient school system, we have Gurukul education system or Buddhist education systems in ancient India. We have these two Jain education system is there, means Vedic, Buddhist and Jain school education system we find in the ancient education system. In medieval school systems, some madrasas and some Gurukul ashram schools were there in the medieval school system also. And in the British Raj, okay, British Raj contributed a lot to our formal education system. In the British period, formal education system started in India, and education for all. This concept also, okay, it was earlier also, but uh, by laws or by uh, acts, it started in the British Raj. In the ancient time also, in the uh, sometimes it happened in India, education for all, but not all the time. In the word history also, we read in the introduction part that the ancient time priests or religious leaders, they only got education in the ancient time. And what is the purpose of that education? To read and to interpret sacred books. For example, Vedas, Tripitakas, Bible, Quran, all these religious books, these religious priests, monks, and the religious leaders, they only read and write, and they interpret the religious texts. Mass education system or publication education system was not in the ancient time. Okay, time has over, I think, and we will continue this lecture. In the next lecture, we will continue this remaining part. Till then, goodbye all, and thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
thank you, and goodbye all.
Bye, sir.